Check my YouTube channel, subscribe, and share.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Nelms, the proud CEO of ATK Innovations LLC, which stands for Align, Thrive, and Know. Here at ATK, we believe if you align your goals, thrive in your purpose, then you will truly know who you are. Our mission is to empower you along your journey of personal growth, healing, and discovering your true purpose. As a purpose discovery coach, I believe everyone has a story to tell. Through my podcast, books, and speaking platform, I share inspiring stories of resilience and faith, igniting hope in those who seek it. My safe and transformative coaching program empowers my clients to embrace their true potential to make a positive impact in the world. Are you looking for inspiration, motivation, or a path to your true self? I invite you to join me. Together, we can explore the depths of your potential and create a life filled with purpose. Take the first step today by visiting my website at allthingskimberly.org and schedule your complimentary discovery call today. Your purpose awaits.
Welcome, everybody. This is Kimberly Speaking Podcast, and today we have a very special guest. We have Dr. Michele D. Clark. She is an award-winning transformational speaker, best-selling author, a licensed mental health therapist. She is an executive confidence coach for breast cancer survivors and supporters, and she is the founder and the CEO of Lift After Breast Cancer. Welcome, Dr. Michele.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Dr. Kimberly, for having me. I appreciate you.
I'm so glad that you are here. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, well, for those who don't know me, I'm really just a small town girl with big time dreams who God has definitely shown his grace and his mercy. He has saved me from some life-threatening things. And, Dr. Kim, when I talk about small town, I got to shout out Harvey, Illinois. Most folks don't even know where that is. Have you ever been to Harvey or heard of Harvey? Most folks say no. Yep, no worries. You're in the majority. Well, it's near the south side of Chicago. And unfortunately, most folks know how Chicago got its nickname Chirac, right? But the good news is that I know, right? The good news is that I didn't get involved in any of those types of things. My parents did an excellent job of raising me, keep me away from all of that. So, went to school, got my education and, master's and bachelor's and all of that good stuff. But the PhD that I tout the most is the one I got from the School of Hard Knocks. So life has thrown me some curveballs. Yes. But I'm happy and grateful to be here today on this planet. And of course, to be here today on your phenomenal speaking platform.
Absolutely. Well, we are so grateful that you are here on this planet as well. And we're going to dive into all that good information that you have for our listeners on today. So I want to ask you, let's talk about your 25-year in clinical therapy. What made you decide to go into this field, and tell us a little bit about that journey?
Absolutely. Dr. Kim, I've always loved helping people. My mom, she's so funny. She always shares this story about when I was in first grade. And in first grade, I put a little sign on my desk, kind of like the Lucy from the Peanuts gang. And on the sign on my desk stated that people could sharpen their pencil at my desk and get advice. And I don't remember if it was 5 cents or 10 cents. But my first grade teacher, I know, right? My first grade teacher called my mom and told her this. Now, I don't know what kind of advice they needed and what kind of advice I was giving. But my teacher said that people were lined up at my desk, even though we had a pencil sharpener in the classroom. See? So I've always had
God called you. Absolutely.
Come on. So I've always had a love for helping people and being happy and grateful that there were different mentors and people placed in my pathway who gave me some advice on what pathways to take as a profession. My sister being one of them, my sister who is a doctor in Boston, medical doctor. So I'm not a medical doctor, y'all. So my sister is the medical doctor in Boston. And so, just really being able to have people before me to help guide me and to really foster and cultivate what was already placed within me, I say from God, that just spirit of helping and being a servant leader. So that's really what started my journey. And so once I learned about Oh, thank you, thank you. So yeah, so when I learned about what being a social worker, because I was trying to figure out which avenue I was going to take, I knew
Okay.
at that time I didn't want to prescribe medications. That wasn't something that I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
do. And so getting
Mm-hmm.
a master's in social work was the way that I could practice and be able to help people
Okay.
clinically. And so that's the track that I took. And it took me in different pathways, but I'm telling you, there's nothing more fulfilling than to be sitting across from somebody,
Mm.
whether it's now virtual or in person, and helping them to get that aha moment, and to help them to put into place strategies and steps to get to their desired outcome. So first of all, them even recognizing what their desired outcome is. So, but just
Yeah.
having that walk with them is nothing more satisfying. So being able to do that as a licensed mental health therapist and now as a coach, there's nothing better
Mm.
in the world.
Absolutely. So you were giving therapy at a young age. I see. You was advising all your peers. But
Mhm.
no, that just confirm that just confirms your calling. God had already instilled that into you at an early age, and you were being the coach, being the therapist, and the entrepreneur that you are now, and it's come to and come has come into fruition. So we thank God for you following your calling and walking into your assignment. So let's talk about I know that you did speak of some personal health issues that you've encountered and endured throughout your life. Tell us a little bit about that journey.
Absolutely. Dr. Kim, I have had 2 strokes,
Mm.
2 days apart, and
Oh.
that was in 2014, 6 weeks after my divorce finalized.
Mm.
So it was if you include the divorce proceedings, it was an 11-year marriage. I have a special needs son,
Mm.
and I also
Okay.
have a daughter. Both of them are both special, right? They're both very special. My
Okay.
my
Yeah,
my son just
that's
has
right.
more needs. He's not neurotypical. He has yes, yes.
Okay.
He's both of them are miracle babies, but he literally was
Okay.
born dead for 11 minutes. It took them 11 minutes to revive
Oh
him.
my God.
And yes, yes, yes. So it was a lot of ups and downs at the beginning of his birth,
Mhm.
and they said he wouldn't make it out of the hospital alive, but God has the last say, right?
Oh,
So
doesn't
there you
he?
have it. But I mentioned that I want to take that detour because I really wanted to pave the picture so people can understand what
Mm.
were some of the undergoings, right? That was
Okay.
happening, undercurrent. That was the word I was looking for.
Yes.
The undercurrent
Okay.
that was happening in my life during that time frame that led
Okay.
up to that. And so,
Mhm.
unfortunately, I was no stranger to domestic violence. That's in my history as
Mm.
well. And
Mhm.
so, what I learned later is that when a domestic violence victim or survivor, because
Mhm.
now we were surviving, right? And we've gone past just being a victim, we're victors. But
Yes,
when they have been
absolutely.
choked, that it
Mm.
increases the likelihood of a stroke. And
What?
unfortunately, yes, yes. And unfortunately, that was in my history. So, but I
Wow.
didn't know it at the time that there was a correlation. So when I had the stroke, it was because the left carotid artery in my neck spontaneously dissected, meaning out of no
Oh my
rhyme or
God.
reason to me at that point,
No wrong
that it
reason.
just tore. It tore.
Ah.
And most people are not here to be able to share the story when their carotid
Oh,
artery tears,
Lord.
especially when it
Jesus.
happens not in a hospital setting.
Yes.
But God, but
Oh,
God. I
girl.
think you guys are hearing the
Mm.
theme here. You should hear
Oh,
a theme right now. But God.
man.
The first stroke that I had was
Mm.
a challenge, but the second one I had 2 days later. So here's the deal, y'all. When you
Mhm.
are a doer and you're a high performer, you used to go, 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 do, do, do. That's what you do, right?
Yep.
So I had a stroke on a Saturday. It actually was Sweetest Day. It was October 18th of 2014. I was
Mm.
in the hospital overnight. They released me on that Sunday. Guess who went to work on Monday? Yeah, this girl right here. Yeah,
No, ma'am.
went to work on Monday. Yes, ma'am. Only to have the second stroke that night.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and
Oh my God.
that was the big one. I wasn't able to walk or talk or use my whole right side at all.
Oh my
I was
God.
in and out of consciousness. If my sister Now let me tell you how God moves.
Mm. Girl.
If my sister moved up with me, Her job relocated her to be with me while I was going through my divorce. So I thought.
Yeah,
because
but God knew.
I needed help. Because
Yeah.
I'm the only person in Michigan. At the time, I didn't have family in
Yeah.
Michigan, Dr. Kim. And so she
Okay.
moved in to help me. 5 months later, that's when I had the stroke. She's the one who found me on the floor during the second stroke.
Oh
If
my
she was
God.
not here, nobody would have found me for 2 days.
Oh. Woo! I got the
2 days because
chills.
my
Woo!
kids were
Oh
with my
God.
ex-husband. Yes, my
Woo!
kids were with my ex-husband, and they weren't due back to me until that Wednesday.
Oh
So
my
God
God.
knows what He knows,
Girl, don't
and He healed me up.
listen.
He healed me up.
Oh,
I didn't have any physical therapy, nothing. He brought my speech back. He
man.
brought
That's
my
awesome.
ability to use my right side back, but God. So
Mm.
fast forward 1 year. So, well, let me just take a quick step back. I had this weird vibrating sensation in my right breast prior to the strokes.
Mm.
Didn't know what that was all about. Went into the hospital, got
Mhm.
some testing done. They wanted me to come back because they said that they found some calcification clusters. I said, okay. Before I
Okay.
could make it back, that's when I had strokes.
Oh.
So, yes. So now fast forward a year, go back, get the follow-up testing, get a phone call from my doctor, ring, 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 ring. Yeah. And I was between clients. I was still practicing community
Yeah.
mental health at the time in person. Got the phone call. My doctor says, you know, you got breast cancer, right?
No. Oh my gosh. Where's the bedside manner?
That's how I found out.
That is not
So
how you
I'm
tell
assuming that he must
anybody
have thought
that.
that I know. He must have thought that the pathology department or the oncology department must have reached out to me, but when in doubt, you know,
Still, but even if they
proceed with
had, that
caution.
just seems so.
Yeah, it was weird. But
Oh
it
my
is what it is. And my mom always taught me, my parents always taught me that
Yeah.
when you're faced with a problem, you don't sit in the problem, you go to solution mode. So I asked the doctor, okay, no, I didn't know, but what do we need to do next, doc? And I
Yeah.
didn't understand at that point, Dr. Kim, how loaded that question was.
Oh.
What's next? So many topsy-turvies, ups and downs, hills and valleys, which included a mastectomy of my left breast, which included radiation therapy, which I was not prepared for that either. Literally seeing my body turn to ashes and wash down the drain from the radiation. The burn even going through to my backside. Wasn't prepared for any of that.
Yeah.
And then having to deal with the delayed reconstruction because they couldn't do immediate reconstruction.
They couldn't do it.
Cancer
Yeah.
So then I had to wait, delay. Fast forward the tape. So now there's 3 years. Okay, ready to go for my surgery. Had a mini stroke.
Oh my gosh.
Delay. Finally got cleared to go in, started the surgery, had some challenges with the reconstruct. My expander started to leak. They took that out, put a placeholder implant in. We're going to schedule to have the next surgery. But guess what? My surgery for the implant removal, the expander removal to put in the placeholder implant happened 1 week before COVID. So first I was flat with a smaller boob. Then I had a bigger boob and a smaller boob and had to wait another 3 years. It's just like,
gosh.
can we get this right? Why is Murphy's Law on steroids in my life? Didn't understand.
Oh my God.
Fast forward the tape, 3 more years waited. COVID opened up. I wasn't ready yet, so I waited till 2023. So we started back in 2014 with the 2 strokes, 2015 with the breast cancer, 2017 or 18 with the mini stroke, and then reconstruct started in 2019. COVID hit 2020, had to pause again. So now 2023, she ready. Let's go.
I love it.
Set the date, March 23rd. 2023. I said 032323. That's a date. Let's go. I'm in the numbers.
Let's go.
So get into the surgery, getting ready. They put my cap and gown on, ready to grab me to the other side of the surgery. And then they said, all we have to do is just do a COVID test, and then we're going to wheel you to the back.
Oh my gosh. Oh God.
Nurse
Girl.
The nurse comes out. She has this look on her face, and I'm like, "Oh no, the devil's
Oh
alive."
my
No,
God.
she's like, "I'm so sorry, you had to put your clothes on."
Like, no. Oh my God.
And I said, "No, you don't understand. I've thrown a false positive before. Just retest me. You'll
Nope,
see.
nope, nope.
For real. And she was like,
Okay.
I'm sorry, we're not going to retest you. You have to go. And I was devastated.
They
I
didn't
was absolutely
retest you?
devastated. No, they wouldn't. They said no. They have to go with what they had, and I had to leave. And I was absolutely distraught. Here's the deal. It was another false positive. I took multiple tests, including at the health department, and it was another false positive. They rescheduled me. Dr. Kim, listen, they rescheduled me.
Oh my gosh.
10 days before the reschedule, I actually did catch COVID.
Oh no, listen, okay. At this point, I'm like, okay, God, you got jokes, clearly, because like, what is going on?
Come on.
Oh my God.
So when I called it the snatch surgery happened, I got to back up here. So I'm glad you brought God back in this equation because he's all over this. So when the snatch surgery happened in March, I was asking, like, why? Yeah. I've been waiting, not just from the scheduled date. I've been waiting since they told me I had to get my girl cut off because I already knew that I wanted to reconstruct and I wanted to upgrade you. I wanted to, so what's up?
I love it.
What's happening? So everybody kept saying, well, something probably was going to happen and God moved the surgery to keep you safe. And I'm like, wait a minute now, because God is all powerful. He's almighty. He's omnipotent. He can do all things. So he could have moved that out the way and let me have my surgery. Moved it. Right? This with the neck roll, right?
Yes.
With the neck roll.
The sass and all. Absolutely.
So I had this conversation with God and I asked him, I said, God, come on now. What's going on?
Yeah.
And what I heard was, because then you wouldn't have known it was me.
Oh, girl, stop it. Oh my God. I was just going to ask you, in all of this, what is your mindset going through this? Because I know what are the emotions? Walk me through some of the emotions that you were going through.
Yes.
And I'm sure going through it, you didn't realize that what he revealed to you.
No, I was a hot mess. I was a hot mess on a 98.
Most of us probably would be.
Hello, right? And I even say 100-degree weather day. I was a hot mess. Literally, I had to take a step back. There was a 5-month pause from March to August. August is when the third time was a charm, and it actually did go through on the third. And 3 is actually my number. And so it literally is. We'll go into that a whole nother podcast, right? And a whole other episode. It is. Wow. But here's the deal. So I had been running all that time from the time I had the strokes, from the time even prior to divorce, just doing high performing, I can do this. And if it's going to be done, if it's going to be, it's up to me. All those types of things, right?
Yep.
Running, even going back to work after having a stroke and then having a second stroke. So it was like, God was like, listen, you need to slow down. I need to get your attention. And in that 5-month delay, in that pause, I call it that pause where I had to pause in my pain. And that's what allowed me to pivot and pull out the purpose and the promise that God made to me.
Yeah.
And that was to work with survivors. So it was in that 5-month pause that I got that revelation from God. So when I had the surgery and then healed up from, before I go out, because I don't want to gloss over the emotions. Let me slow down and before we turn and get to the glory. Let me dig a little deeper into the glory.
Okay.
Right? Because people hear the story and they love the glory, but they don't know the glory behind the scenes.
Oh, gosh.
There was times, many times, crying myself to sleep. Many times looking up to God with question after question, even after he answered me and said, because then you want to know me. I still was like, but why, God? I know that you can do X, Y, Z. I know that you are powerful. But why you had to do this to me? All the things that I've been through.
Yeah.
Give y'all a tour from the first time that I realized that I experienced a trauma was when I was 14 years old. And I had my virginity taken away from me involuntarily.
Stop it.
That sent me into this spiral of just self-esteem issues in the toilet. Yeah. Because I had always imagined myself that I was going to be wearing white down the aisleway because I was going to be a virgin. So my parents instilled, we're Christians. And so when that was taken from me, I felt dirty and tainted. and unworthy, unlovable. I felt like something to be used up and discarded. And that's the way I treated myself and allowed others to treat me. So when I finally started to get into who I was and whose I was as an adult, and then come into a relationship with domestic violence that then started to again tear down. I love how you have the bricks in the background, Dr. Kimberly, because I felt like the mortar was being removed from me and the bricks were just being torn down. And I was being torn down to the foundation. And still I went through more. And what I didn't realize then, but I'm able to realize now and understand is that I had to be taken down to the foundation because God was building me anew. He was building me anew. And in there, when my body turned to ashes and next door, the neighbor's house actually burned and caught back on fire. And I remember seeing the ashes were coming and hitting the door of my house.
Oh my gosh.
So I saw those ashes, and when you feel the ashes, they feel a certain way. And what I realized in Isaiah 61:3, he will give unto them beauty from ashes.
Beauty. Come, girl, I'm preaching today now. You better preach.
Come on.
Oh my gosh.
I had to be taken down to the foundation. I had to turn to ashes so then I can rise up. And give him the glory and give him the testimony of what he has done in my life while I'm still here. Because when people look at me, they don't know what I've been through. Girl, you don't look like what you've been through. No, I do not. It's the cover of the blood of Jesus. Come on.
Yes. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Girl. Ooh, Jesus.
So in those crying nights, in those moments, those tearful sobs, those questioning. People say, oh, you can't question God. No. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
He wants you to question him.
He does.
It's a relationship. Think about if you're in a relationship and the person you're in a relationship, either A, they don't talk to you. Come on, somebody. They don't talk to you. They don't know about you. They may talk about you to other people, but they don't talk to you. And then they don't ask any questions. It's a yes person. They're just a yes person. Yes. What kind of relationship is that? Or a naysayer. No, you can't do this. You can't do that. What kind of relationship is that? There's no growth there. So it's okay to question God. So whoever's listening right now, you may be questioning God. You may be wondering, why is Murphy's Law on steroids in your life? Why are you going through these things? Why the things that you're asking for aren't coming, aren't manifesting? And if they are, okay, I know it's God's time. Well, come on, God, can you get to my time? Why is it not happening when I need it to happen? And that is because we have to be forged. We have to be fortified. We have to be strengthened and gain our resilience. So that way, what God has for us, that we'll be able to handle those things and deal with those things and not squander them away. He's preparing a way for us. He's preparing the pathway for us. And so we have to be patient, learn the lesson, because in every test, that's what's called a test. In order to get to the testimony, we have to learn the lesson in order to reach back and become a blessing to someone else and ourselves.
Absolutely.
So all of those nights. Yes, please.
Absolutely. We become somebody else's testimony. They're walking testimony for them to see. That's so good and so true.
Our story, which is why it's so important for us to share our stories. It's so important that Lift After Breast Cancer, we empower women to share their stories. We help them to shape and share their stories, because your story is someone else's survival guide.
Absolutely. I say this all the time. What we go through is not only for us, and sometimes it ain't for us. It's for us to help others to get through it. You know, we have to be that person, that example. We have to be that model that they can say, well, you know what, if God brought you through it, he can bring me through it. And then, like you said, if we don't tell them how he brought us through it, they don't know. Because sometimes you don't look like, looking at you, honey, looking as good as you look right now, can't nobody tell all that you have gone through. You hear me? I'm serious. I'm just like, girl, there ain't nobody but God can do that. Come on. That is awesome. But my God, girl, you got me blown away, girl. Oh my gosh. So in all that you said, is that what was your pivotal experience that led you to found and create Lift? And what made you realize that survivors needed more than just medical recovery? They needed something beyond that.
Absolutely. And again, it was my experience. My personal journey with breast cancer was my experience. So when I went through, first of all, it was a long time. So I was considered like a long hauler. I actually just had a surgery this year, another revision surgery this year on one of the sections that was worked on actually on my back. I had something that's called, just so you all know, I had a latissimus dorsi flap. That was a reconstruction that I did. I had stage 2 breast cancer, and it was invasive ductal carcinoma, and it was ER positive, HER2 negative. So just so people know what I was diagnosed with. And so long hauler. So when I finally emerged and I'm ready to now get involved in the communities, the groups, and this and that, and start to get on the fun side of cancer if there is one. And so what I realized, Dr. Kim, is that when I went to these different groups, I didn't see anybody look like me. And I mean, like, I was diagnosed at age 39.
Wow.
So most folks that were there were not in the same category me as far as age grouping, where they are in their life. I was still at the height of my career in the grind, taking care of young kids, and most of them were empty nesters or about to retire or already retired. And so our stories, it just didn't resonate with each other. And then when I wanted to start retreating, I'm like, oh, they have retreats for us? Well, when I started looking through,
they have retreats for us?
I was like, okay, party, hey, right? So then I realized I'm reading, and they're like 1 year out from active treatment, 3 years out from active treatment, 5. So wait a minute now. So because it took me longer to get from active treatment. And okay, so I was done with active treatment, but I had other things that were happening. So I was too far out from, so I couldn't party. So wait a minute. So am invited to, first of all, listen, this was a club I didn't even want to be a part of. And now y'all know
exactly. And now you're not gonna
come on, Rudolph.
Oh, that is so funny. Oh my gosh.
What is this? So my parents, again, love them to life. They always say, if you can't see it, then be it.
That part.
And God placed it on my heart to start Lift After Breast Cancer. And Lift stands for Living Inspired, Free, and Transform. And our vision statement is to change the standard of beauty. Because from that point, when I was 14 years old and I lost who I was, at that point, got my footing, but still had some, image issues and self-esteem issues. And so then going through and the breast reconstruction and still looking at the body and feeling the difference and the power suit, not feeling powerful, all these types of things, and so I did write a mini ebook, and we'll talk about that at the end, because I want to be able to give folks a gift of that, how I was able to rediscover myself. So in that process, though, that's what helped me to birth Lift After Breast Cancer. And then 1 year afterwards, so God put it on my heart to do a brunch for survivors and supporters to turn that date of devastation, that March 23rd date, from devastation and transform it into celebration. And that's how we now have our annual Celebration, Elevation, Transformation brunch. And so I'm super excited. We have our 3rd annual coming up on March 21st. So this year was the 22nd. The very first year we did it, it was exactly 1 year. It was March 23rd of 2024.
Wow.
I know how God would align that, right?
Exactly.
And so we keep it on that Saturday because we want to honor, Sunday and not have it on the weekday. So we keep it on that Saturday of that weekend. So we have it on the 21st. And we do have tickets are available now. Shameless plug, right? So if people want to listen,
that's what you're here for.
We're here for, right? So, to empower and inspire and let people know that this is that type of an event, that if you're saying to yourself, I would love to be a part of something that is bigger than me, and to be able to fellowship with other supporters and survivors and get to know and be empowered in that event, because we do phenomenal events. We have phenomenal programming that you can be a part of, and the celebration part. And it's so fabulous. You can go to my website and check out. We do have a sizzle reel from the first year that we had our brunch, and you can see some.
Put it in with the episode.
So please do check that out. And it's just my name, MichelleDClark.com. You can go there, and it's MichelleDClark.com/brunch-lift. So I'm sure we'll have that either the ticker run across here, or we'll have it in the links at the end of the show. But either way, you can go there to see the event and to get your tickets, as well as Giving Tuesday will be coming up here shortly. So want to make sure to that people can donate for that. We're sponsoring survivors for the brunch. And that will continue on even after Giving Tuesday. But it's just been phenomenal what God has placed, in my pathway for me to learn more about who I am and whose I am, and then be able to reach back and help others by way of programming that we do. We have a Lift community pre-launch experience that we also are hosting on Saturdays. And so we'll have a link for that as well for those who may be vision impaired. That link is bit.ly/Lift pre-launch. Lift is in all caps. Pre-launch is in all lowercase. And again, Lift, Lift. So you can pre-register for those dates. And we'd love to have you. We are doing the pre-launch so we can have a community. And this is for women only. So sorry, the brunch is for men and women, but the community is for ladies, right? Ladies only, right? So that way we can really heal. And have a safe space, compassionate, judgment-free zone for us to love on each other, lift each other up, and learn different lessons, routines, and rituals, easy, quick things that we can with our day to help us personally and professionally.
That's good.
We give so much as women. We pour into others so much. This is the space that you're the person that everybody always turns to. This is the place for those folks who now you have a place to turn to for yourself.
Oh, that's awesome. Because that's so many people, that is just awesome. And guys, we're going to have all these links with the episode. So you'll be able to click on it. You'll be able to follow her, join these awesome events. I can't wait till I can attend some of these because I have got my schedule is crazy, but I'm thankful. But I'm going to definitely get it in because, my mom passed from breast cancer in 2019. So I definitely, try to support, cancer survivors, people going through that. It's just really tough. And, everybody is not as, blessed as, you are to be here. But, God's plan, and we have to honor that. But we do want to honor those that have gone through that struggle and that are still dealing with, residual effects. So Lift is definitely needed, so we're grateful and thankful for that you listen to God's calling to do what he put you here to do. You see what I'm saying? So it's so important that we walk in our purpose. And I feel like God really has you walking in your purpose, which will help you to make an impact, in the world. So that is awesome. That is just absolutely awesome. Now, I wanted to talk about your boardroom bedroom philosophy. Let's get into that. What is give us a little bit about that.
Yes, absolutely. So when we talk about changing the standard of beauty, when we talk about that for Lift After Breast Cancer, we are empowering women to lead boldly in the boardroom and feel beautiful in the bedroom. Okay. So we talk about leading boldly in the boardroom for those who may have still some residual impact from the treatments, the medications. So when you guys see me take a sip of my water, I don't apologize for that. My mouth is super dry all the time because one of the medications that I take, I still get brain fog moments, right? The fatigue is still there. Yeah. And so we and more and more and more. I won't go into all the things that I experienced that some of the other survivors may experience. But when so I had to have my ovaries shut down because one of the medications, so the mini stroke, they believe was sponsored by tamoxifen. So they had to take me off of tamoxifen and put me on an aromatase. Because I was not in menopause, they had to put me in menopause, and I had a host of problems that came after that. Hair loss, weight gain, sleep apnea, incontinence, mood swings, hot flash,
It's a lot.
It's like everything that's on the label. I was experiencing it, And so these are real issues that women are experiencing. And when you are the CEO, COO, CFO, C-suite, whatever, you're the founder, whatever your leadership title is, and you're in front of people and you get that brain fog moment. One, it can feel embarrassing. Two, it can people may view it as a sign of weakness or you've lost your touch. When you're tired and you can't perform at the same rate as you were before. You have to take breaks and do things like that. There's a lot of different things that we have to do ritualistically or routine. Some people like the word ritual to help us with self-care. And what I tell people is that you can't put new wine in old wineskin.
Oh, I just read that the other day.
Right? So recovery is not about going back to what once was. It's not about bouncing back. It's about healing forward. And so
That's
those are the
good.
things that we help women with, healing forward, so that they can perform well unapologetically. And also talking with companies about CSR, corporate social responsibility, to help women when they are reintegrating back into work, to have those sorts of accommodations so that way they can perform optimally. So that's that part. Then the bedroom part. I don't know about some of our viewers, but I do know about some of the folks who I talk to. And as a survivor myself, I know how it feels to look at yourself in the mirror and not recognize that person.
Yeah.
To put on lotion and you're feeling the difference, what was before and what is now. Taking showers, all these sorts of things. And normally that happens in the bedroom. We're looking ourselves in our bedroom mirrors.
Yeah.
As well as the intimacy factor.
Yeah.
Being a divorcee and going through breast cancer 1 year after my divorce, after recovering from strokes, it was a challenge. I didn't feel pretty. I don't want to, just to simplistically put it, I didn't feel beautiful. I didn't feel beautiful. I lost some of my hair, not from the cancer treatments, but from from some of the stroke begone medication. I was losing, some of the medications was breaking off my hair. So I had that to contend with. I gained 30 pounds. I had that to contend with. Moody. So all these things where I'm like, who is this person?
Yes.
And so we help women to feel beautiful in the skin that they are in.
Yeah.
To understand and realize, and this is a process, this is where I get to tap in to some of my clinical training and background.
Okay.
So I'm able to pull in some of that. So the education, the expertise and experience, put it all together into our LIFT framework and help women to embrace who they are, who's there, and understand that you're not beautiful despite of what you've been through. Because you know how folks say, you know that backhanded compliment that sometimes people give.
Backhand.
Listen, I won't.
Which really is not a compliment.
No, it is not. Come on,
it's
we
like
are beautiful because of.
Respectfully. Yeah.
Yes, we are beautiful because of what we've been through.
Yes.
Our resilience factor, not some superficial, shallow, external features that wane with age. Everybody looks different when we get older, right? Whether we've had a cancer journey or not.
Yep.
It's our substance, who we are, whose we are.
Oh, that's good.
I want to use an example. Do I have? Let me see real quick here. Well, pretend that you have. I think I might have a $1 bill here. Let's see here.
Okay.
Let me see here. What do we have here? Okay, so we have a $10 bill. We have a $10 bill.
Okay.
With this $10 bill, what is it worth?
$10. She said,
what is it worth?
$10.
If I threw it down on the ground and stepped on it, what is it worth?
$10. Oh, girl, that's so good.
What is it worth? It's crinkled. It doesn't look the same.
It does not.
What is it worth?
I love it. $10. Still.
So no matter what we go through, come on, Jesus.
That was so good.
We do not lose our value. We do not lose our worth. We are created in his image.
In his image, yes.
We're not a mistake.
I love that. Yeah.
And what happens to us is not a mistake. We may not understand it. We may not even agree with it.
Yeah.
But everything has a reason and a season. Yeah. And we can sit in the problem and cry over it. And that's okay to be there for a while, right?
Yeah.
But at some point, we have to then pull ourselves up.
Yes.
Find out what is the lesson. Not just to be a blessing, reach back and be a blessing to someone else, but to also be a blessing to ourselves.
Yeah.
Because you deserve it. You deserve it. So that is what Lift After Breast Cancer is about. That's why we curate these communities. That's why we have our coaching program. And that's why coming to a theater near you, we're going to have retreats.
Okay.
Right? I just said theater near you, but we're going to have retreats, big and small, in the States and beyond. So that way we can curate different experiences
Yes.
in different locations privately where
Yeah.
women can fully heal and be themselves and
Yes.
continue that journey. Because I don't know if you've ever experienced where you go to a retreat or you go to an
Yes.
event and you're inspired and
Yep.
empowered and all this stuff, and then you come back home and life starts to beat you up,
Exactly. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
and you need to refuel.
Yeah.
That's why we're building our Lift community, our virtual
Mm,
community, where women will still be able to tap in no matter where you're at in the globe
that's good.
and get
That's so
yourself
good.
refueled and refueled so you
Mm.
can
Ooh.
perform. I don't even want to use the word perform. Forget high
Yeah.
performance so that you can be.
Yeah. That is so good.
Thank you.
So good and so needed. And I just that demonstration. Oh, that was so powerful. Like, because we think about it. Like you think about it, you think when something is balled up and you put, even if you put it in the trash,
Mm-hmm.
it's still like it's the worth does not change. So like that is so good. That is just so oh, I love that. That was just awesome. That was absolutely awesome. It was. It oh, that was like just oh girl. Oh my God, that was so good. Yes. Oh Lord. Oh, I love this. This was awesome. See, somebody need this. Hey, I need this. This was good for me. Like, just I don't know. It's just like, I feel like God is really what's the word I want to say? Let me see. And I think maybe when you said it, refining us in this
Yes.
season, maybe. I
Yes.
feel like he's doing a lot of refining. It's like it's uncomfortable, like transition, usually is. It's like, okay, God, I'm done. It's enough, you know. So he's just like he's moving in all these areas, and it's just you feel it, and you're just like it's so uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But you're gonna see, like I always see, down the road. I'm like, okay, I see what he was preparing me for. Like he always has to get you prepared to move into the next season, and
That's right.
that's not always comfortable. And matter of fact, most times it's not comfortable. I'm not even gonna say
Yes.
always.
Yes.
It's normally never comfortable. So, and that's how I always know. I'm like, okay, let me just put my bootstraps on. Let me just, lock in. But I'm like, oh Lord, I'm tired, Jesus. Come on. But yeah, I just really feel like it's been a season of that recently. I would
Yes.
definitely say that. And I can just see myself being stretched,
Mm-hmm.
in different things that he's doing. But I'm like, okay, God, I always say God is so strategic. He is,
He is.
ooh,
He
he's
is.
such a strategist. And I just love that. Because like the little bitty things that we don't even take, like, what's the word? Lord help me, brain fog, Jesus, girl, it's real.
It's all right.
Um, the little things we don't notice or recognize, they're all a part of his little plan. You know what I'm saying? So like
It
I
is.
always it just always amazes me. It always amazes me how strategic he is. And I'm telling you, when you going through the stuff, you can't really see it. 9 times
No.
you
No.
can't see it. But once you come out, you're able to look back and see the steps, see the process, see all that he was doing, like, okay, God, I got it. So yeah, that was just
Mm-hmm.
really good. That's just really good. That's just really
Thank
good.
you. Well,
Absolutely. I'm
I
so
say
glad you
this
have
that.
to come
Oh,
on.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I appreciate you talking about how things can seem so tumultuous,
Oh,
and and what we go through,
yeah.
we can let it either define us or we can let it refine us.
Ooh, yes.
But what happens is it looks like life is topsy turvy. What
Yes.
happens is it looks like things are falling, like they're
Yeah.
just all over the place.
All over
But
the
what's
place.
really
Yeah.
happening is that they're actually
Hmm.
falling into place.
Yep. That's true.
But
That
because
is so true.
of the optics, because of our
Hmm.
our vantage point, our
Yeah.
viewpoint, our
Hmm.
perception, our perspective, we're not
Yep.
able to see that where God sits
Yeah.
high and looks low.
Yes.
He's able to see it
Yes.
all, right?
All
And to
of
be
it.
able to order our steps when we allow it, because God gave man free will.
Yes, he did.
So yes,
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 he did.
yes. So
That's one
thank you
thing
for
about
sharing that part.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Listen, it's girl, we gotta stick together out here. It's hard out here in these streets. But yeah, I just, I'm telling you, I just be like, oh Lord, like I'm on the battlefield, Jesus. I'm tired of fighting. I'm ready to rest, but I mean, it's life. But yeah, it just I can just always tell those seasons, boy. I'm like, okay, here we go. But
Yes.
it's elevation, and that's how he does it. You got to go through that process, like you say, you see the beautiful diamond is beautiful, but when you see what it has to go through to become a diamond, you might not like them so much. Because if you don't want to turn into that diamond. You're like, I don't want to go through that, but I want to look like this. But you can't skip the process.
You can't skip the process.
Unfortunately. But oh my gosh, this has been so awesome. Tell the viewers where they can find you on social media. Give us some of your handles, which ones you're on.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I'm Googleable, so you can
Google.
Google me.
I know,
As
right?
long as you spell my name right,
Google.
Dr. Michele with one L, so Michele. You don't need two L's when one does the same, right?
And it's mostly
And so
two, right?
you gotta have the middle initial D and then
Yeah.
Clark, right? So Dr. Michele D. Clark, you'll find me. But I mostly reside on LinkedIn and Facebook, dabble a little bit in Instagram. So but that's where I mostly reside. I do have a YouTube channel as well, but mostly there. And of course, you can always go to my website, which is my name, MicheledDclark.com. So you can always go there to check me out. And what I'd love to do is, and this is another way we can stay connected too, is I would love to give you all a gift. So before we go, I want to give you all a gift. And again, that is my self-rediscovery blueprint. So the steps that I took in order to help me to refine who I am, refine myself and refined myself, right?
Listen,
relocate myself,
yes,
right? To me, reimagine and reinvent and just to get to know me all over again.
Yeah.
So in order to get your free copy, I want to give you a free copy, free downloadable copy. And so all you have to do is text your name, your email address, and the keyword blueprint speaking. So again, text your name, email address, and blueprint speaking to 586-685-7474. I'm going to repeat that because I know somebody was just running to go get their pen and paper or running and get their phone if they're not looking at their phone already. And that's 586-685-7474. Name, email address, and the keyword blueprint speaking. And within 48 hours, you will get your free copy in your inbox.
Absolutely. And guys, we're going to have all these links with the episode. So make sure you click on those links. Take advantage of this information, guys. It's here for you to get, to have. It's free. So definitely take advantage. Definitely connect with her. She has some awesome upcoming events and things that are going on that you don't want to miss, guys. Thank you so much, Dr. Michele. I appreciate you. You just really blessed me today, and I'm sure you blessed our listeners. So thank you so much for just blessing us with your presence.
Well, thank you again, Dr. Kimberly. I really appreciate you not just having me, but also providing this platform where others can be empowered and learn more about the Lord.
Yes, absolutely. Definitely faith-based, because without God, we are nothing. Let me tell you. All right, guys, this has been an awesome episode. I'm just so excited. All right, don't forget, guys, to go to my YouTube channel, KimberlySpeaking 8062. Like, share, and click the bell. Subscribe so that you get notifications. Until we speak again, be blessed.